For decades, the fitness world told you the same thing. This video is created only for your benefit and mine. And a heartfelt thank you to everyone who is purchasing products through the link in my description from healthalso.com. Eat the whites. Ditch the yolk. The yolk has fat and cholesterol, and fat is the enemy, and cholesterol is the enemy, and anything that slows you down on the path to pure lean muscle is something you throw away in the kitchen sink before you've even started your morning. Egg white omelets, egg white shakes, egg white everything. The yolk sits in the trash like the part of the egg that failed some kind of audition. 6 egg whites in a bowl, cracked with the efficiency of someone who has done this 1,000 times. Because that is what serious people who are serious about building muscle do. Here is what the fitness world left out of that story. And here is why the people who are eating the whole egg this entire time, the yolk included, the fat included, the cholesterol included, were building better muscle than the people eating 6 egg whites and feeling virtuous about it. This is the story of 2 guys who trained together, ate differently, and after 1 year standing side by side in the same gym, didn't look like they had been doing the same thing at all. Marcus and Tyler, same gym, same schedule, very different results. Marcus and Tyler met at a gym in Phoenix, Arizona 3 years ago. They were both 24 at the time. Both had just started taking their training seriously after years of inconsistent gym attendance. Both were roughly the same height and starting weight. Both were motivated, consistent, and genuinely committed to putting in the work. They became training partners almost immediately. They spotted each other. They pushed each other. They showed up on the same 4 mornings every week, without either of them having to remind the other. By any measure, they were equally dedicated to the process. But their kitchens told completely different stories. Marcus had done his research in fitness forums and bodybuilding communities online. The consensus was clear: egg whites were the clean choice. High protein, 0 fat, nothing to slow you down. He bought cartons of liquid egg whites from the grocery store every week and consumed them religiously. 6 egg whites with his post-workout breakfast every morning, sometimes 8. He tracked his protein meticulously. He was proud of his discipline. Tyler had grown up watching his father eat whole eggs every morning at the kitchen table. His father was not a bodybuilder. He was a construction worker with forearms that Tyler had always quietly respected. When Tyler started training seriously, he asked his father what he ate for protein. His father said eggs, whole eggs. Tyler said, "Should I just eat the whites?" And his father looked at him the way fathers look at sons who have been reading too much internet. Tyler ate whole eggs, 2 in the morning, sometimes 3. He didn't track anything. He didn't measure anything. He just ate the whole egg the way his father had eaten whole eggs for 40 years. 1 year into training together, something was visibly different. Both of them had made significant progress. The consistency showed. But Marcus's progress had plateaued in a way that Tyler's hadn't. Tyler's muscle development was fuller. His recovery between sessions was faster. He was adding weight to the bar more consistently. And he had no explanation for it beyond the fact that he was eating the same breakfast he had always eaten. Marcus was eating more protein. Tyler was eating better protein. And neither of them understood exactly why the difference existed until Marcus started asking questions. What egg whites actually do inside your body? Here is the biology Marcus had never read in any of the fitness forums. Egg whites are a high-quality source of protein. This is true and not in dispute. The amino acid profile is excellent. The absorption rate is efficient. The protein in egg whites becomes available to your body relatively quickly after digestion, faster than many other protein sources in fact. But fast availability is not the same as optimal muscle building. When protein is absorbed quickly, the amino acids enter the bloodstream in a concentrated surge. Your body detects this surge, uses what it can immediately, and then, because there is a limit to how much protein synthesis can happen in a single window, excretes the excess. The spike arrives fast. The signal to build muscle is activated briefly, and then it fades. This is efficient. It is not wasteful in a dramatic sense, but it is not the sustained muscle-building environment that your body actually needs to produce the kind of growth Marcus was working so hard for. Whole eggs introduce something that egg whites specifically remove: fat. Specifically the fat naturally present in the egg yolk, a combination of saturated fat, monounsaturated fat, and essential fatty acids including omega-3 south. This fat does several things that are directly relevant to muscle building and that egg white advocates consistently underestimate. Fat slows the digestion and absorption of the protein consumed alongside it. When protein enters the system more gradually, not in a fast spike but in a sustained, measured flow, the amino acids remain available in the bloodstream for a significantly longer window. The signal to synthesize muscle protein, which requires amino acid availability, stays active for longer. Your muscles, which do the majority of their actual growing and repairing in the hours after training, have sustained fuel available during the window that matters most. The fat in egg yolk also supports hormone production. Testosterone, the primary anabolic hormone responsible for muscle growth in both men and women, is synthesized from cholesterol. Cholesterol requires dietary fat for production. The fitness world spent decades treating the cholesterol in egg yolks as a cardiovascular threat. What it never discussed clearly was that the cholesterol in whole food sources like eggs does not raise blood cholesterol in most people the way it was once believed to, and that the fat required to produce testosterone, estrogen, and growth hormone is something your body genuinely needs, particularly when you are asking it to grow new muscle tissue consistently. The yolk also contains leucine, one of the most critical amino acids for triggering muscle protein synthesis, in higher concentrations than the white alone provides. It contains choline, which supports cellular function and nerve signaling throughout the muscle tissue that was just trained. It contains vitamins D, A, E, and K, fat-soluble vitamins that require fat to be absorbed and that play supporting roles in everything from bone density to the inflammatory response that follows a hard training session. The egg white is a fast, efficient protein source. The whole egg is a sustained, complete muscle-building package. They are not the same thing wearing the same label. Marcus asks Tyler the question 8 months into their training partnership. Marcus finally asked Tyler directly, "You're making faster progress than me. We train the same. We sleep the same amount. What are you eating that I'm not?" Tyler said eggs. Marcus said, "I eat eggs. 6 egg whites every morning." Tyler said whole eggs. Marcus looked at him the way people look when they've been given an answer that can't be right because it's too simple. Then he went home and started reading, not the fitness forums this time, but the actual research. Studies on whole egg versus egg white consumption and muscle protein synthesis. Studies on the role of dietary fat in anabolic hormone production. Studies on the leucine content and absorption dynamics of whole eggs compared to whites alone. What he found changed his breakfast immediately. What Marcus changed and what happened. Marcus dropped the liquid egg white carton. He started eating 3 whole eggs every morning with his post-workout breakfast. He kept the rest of his diet roughly the same. He kept the same training schedule. He kept the same sleep routine. The only variable that changed was what was happening in his kitchen between 6 and 7 in the morning. The first thing he noticed was his recovery. Within 2 weeks, his muscles were less sore the day after a hard session than they had been for months. He was ready to train again faster. The sessions that used to leave him flat for a day and a half were leaving him flat for about half a day. The second thing he noticed was his strength progression. He had been stuck at the same weight on his bench press for 6 weeks. A plateau he had attributed to a program issue or a recovery issue or a sleep issue. Within 3 weeks of switching to whole eggs, he moved past that plateau. Then moved past the next weight, then the next. Slowly but consistently in a way that hadn't been happening before. By the 12-month mark, the same week they took photos to compare their progress from when they had started, the difference was visible in a way that neither of them could deny. Both had made significant gains. But Tyler's muscle was fuller and more developed across the board. And Marcus, who had spent 8 months carefully discarding the most nutritionally complete part of the egg every single morning, now understood exactly why. The bigger picture, what this means for how you eat for muscle. The egg white story is a small version of a much larger principle that gets consistently overlooked in fitness and nutrition advice. The body does not build muscle from protein alone. It builds muscle from protein delivered in the right context. Fat present alongside protein changes the absorption rate of that protein. Hormones required for muscle synthesis depend on dietary fat and cholesterol for their production. Micronutrients present in whole foods and absent in isolated nutrients play supporting roles throughout the entire muscle building process that accumulate in significance over weeks and months of training. Eating isolated nutrients, egg whites without the yolk, protein powder without real food context, supplements without the food matrix they were designed to work alongside, is a reductionist approach to a system that was designed to work holistically. Your body did not evolve to receive protein in isolation. It evolved to receive nutrients together, in combinations, in the context of whole foods that deliver multiple things simultaneously. This does not mean protein powder is useless, or that egg whites are harmful. It means that if your goal is the most effective muscle building your body is capable of, the food matrix matters as much as the nutrient count. And the yolk you have been throwing away is one of the most nutrient-dense foods available in any grocery store for the price of an egg. Where they both are now, Marcus has not touched a liquid egg white carton in over a year. He eats 3 whole eggs every morning after training, sometimes 4. His progress has been consistent in a way the previous 8 months never were. He told Tyler recently that the most frustrating part of the egg white phase was that he had been trying so hard and eating so carefully, and the thing holding him back was the one part of the egg he had been deliberately throwing away. Tyler still eats the same breakfast his father taught him: 2 or 3 whole eggs in the morning. No carton of liquid whites, no tracking, no system. Just the whole egg, the way it came, the way it always came, with everything inside it that makes it worth eating. His father, now 61, still has the forearms Tyler always respected. Some things don't need updating. Before you go, if your goal is real, sustained muscle growth, stop throwing away the yolk. The fat is not your enemy. The cholesterol is not the threat the fitness world spent 30 years telling you it was. The yolk is where the sustained protein absorption lives. The yolk is where the hormone support lives. The yolk is where the leucine and choline and fat-soluble vitamins live that your muscles are waiting for after every training session. Eat the whole egg, all of it, every time. It is not complicated. It is just the part of the story nobody finished telling you. If this finally explains something that's been missing from your training results, share it with someone who is still cracking 6 egg whites into a bowl every morning and wondering why progress has slowed. Subscribe for more content that goes beneath the surface of what fitness culture tells you and gets to what the biology actually says. See you in the next one.